Yeah, my swoosh button wouldn't come up. Morning, folks. Morning. You got me and Lavish T. Williams here. We are here this morning with you. The day after Christmas, we got going on here. Day after Christmas. And man, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. We're going to have a show this morning for those of you who are not on vacation or whatever and that are out there. We will be doing our show this morning. So we don't have like any amazing news. So we're going to talk about a little MC protocol this morning. Lavish riding in the tow truck.
Yeah, I'm out here working. Listen, check this out. Day after Christmas, the buck does not stop. I'm still out here on the ground working, man.
So Lavish is out there on the ground working. And we will be back with you guys in 1 minute and 7 seconds right after our brief introduction, myself and Lavish. Let me get over to the right button. And hey, man, we're going to talk about a few things this morning. Just doing the show for you guys that watch us every day. So here we go, back in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
Black Dragon Biker News. It's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
What do you want up here? Get down! Get your big ass down! Here we are, folks! Merry freaking Christmas! Ow! Ow! Oh my goodness, man. How are you, Lavish?
Hey, I'm cool, man. I'm out here in these mean, cold streets, man. Out here, I'm working, man. I'm doing my thing, man.
Hey, I got some new buttons, man. I got some new buttons. I am so pleased with my new buttons. I don't know what we got. For the new year, I had to get some new buttons.
Right.
That's a war right there. You hear that war? We got so many new buttons.
Is that right?
Oh my goodness.
Hold that thought, BD. I gotta go deposit some of these, man.
Oh, some money.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be right back in about 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Hey, man. Hey, everybody. Wow. Look here, man. We are here this morning. We don't have. Hey, good morning, Mike Ball. We don't have a damn thing going on this morning. There's no biker news to speak of. Everybody's been good this morning. Everybody took there's no bad stuff going on that we know of. That's a very wide assumption. You need clarity, details, and facts. You guys talking already? So we're on this morning for our viewers, so we wouldn't miss a day or 2 days in a row. And we thought we'd talk a little bit about some MC protocol and not take up too much of your time this morning. Lancers, Illinois are not dumping anyone. Outlaws, MC Illinois are status quo. Well, there you go, Strong Braves. There you go. It's good to know some of you guys are doing the right things out there. Good morning, Black Dragon and family. It's chaos this morning, I see. Oh, absolutely. The dogs are taking over the show. Can I pet that dog? Yeah, you can come pet him. He if you can get in the gate. What up, people? Logic's in the house. What's up, Logic? Keeping it logical. What's up, Rob Benjamin? What's up, Frank Samatero? Oh my God, all the folks are here this morning. You guys, y'all didn't go nowhere for Christmas. Did everybody have a good Christmas? I'm wondering, as I'm trying to wait on Lavish to get his butt back in here. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. There was an interesting piece of news that I saw. I was just looking for anything I could find before we get to the subject, and we get Lavish back here. I did see one interesting piece of news. Did you guys hear about this family of people that had a fight at the damn airport? You know, this is what happens in the holidays, right? You have you ever had that happen? You got a dysfunctional family? And I don't mean just your motorcycle club. I mean, you guys have a dysfunctional family. This was crazy. This family got in a fight at an airport in Phoenix, and I think 2 people got shot. Check this out here real quick.
Right now at 4:30, we begin with breaking news and some really chaotic moments you just saw at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Officers trying to arrest a man who appears to kick an officer. All of this happening as police responded to another call, a triple shooting. Again, all of this happening overnight. Police say several people are in the hospital right now after that shooting, and also a stabbing in Terminal 4.
So while operations are back to normal there this morning, there's still an active scene. Let's check in with David, who's joining us live at the airport this morning with the very latest. David, my goodness, what is going on there at the airport?
Yeah, Simone, Whitney, good morning. Just a chaotic, crazy situation that happened here at Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor last night around 10 o'clock. And today, all appears to be normal, except for these barricades here at Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor. That doesn't allow the public to see what exactly happened in front of the restaurants here. That is where 3 people were shot, again, last night. Someone was also stabbed, too. So a total of 5 people were involved in this situation here at Sky Harbor. 3 of them are victims. 2 people got detained. We want to show you some video of the scene last night because it was pretty wild, guys. Again, police say the shooting happened after a fight at a restaurant in Terminal 4. Important to note, this is outside of the security checkpoint. Now, a little later after that shooting, someone who was stabbed and a girl under the age of 18 were discovered in the parking garage a short time later. They were both detained. Police say, again, each and every person in this matter were known to each other, except for a man who showed up a couple hours later. Take a look at this video.
Oh my God, he just headbutted a cop.
Our Arizona's family news cameras were there to capture this arrest. Police say this guy showed up 2 hours later after the initial shooting and has nothing to do with the initial shooting. Police say he received a text message saying there was an active shooter and came to the airport with his own firearms. As you can see here, it took a number of officers to put him in cuffs.
This was not an active shooter that never was. And he arrived at the airport with firearms. I don't know if, don't know what all of the meanings there are, but he is detained.
I'll be damned. Some guy just showed up at the airport to help the police do the job. Come on, man. Come on. Oh my God. He just showed up with his own guns. He heard, he got a text, there's something going on at the airport. That's all right. That's all right. Here I've come to save the day. Man, that's all right. That's all right, man. Wow. Holy shit.
I don't know if
that guy's a hero right there. He's a would-be hero. I guess he was a little bit angry. Poor fellow.
Our Arizona's family news cameras were there to capture this arrest. Police say this guy showed up 2 hours later after the initial shooting and has nothing to do with the initial shooting. Police say he received a text message saying there was an active shooter and came to the airport with his own firearms. As you can see here, took a number of officers to put him in cuffs.
this was not an active shooter that never was. And he arrived at the airport with firearms. I don't know if, don't know what all of the meanings there are, but he is detained. He is going to be booked into the 4th Avenue jail today for several charges.
Okay, so right now, guys, 3 people are in the hospital from the shooting. A woman is in critical condition. 2 other men are also hospitalized. We don't know if anyone is facing charges at this moment. We know a number of people are detained, but of course, we'll keep you updated on such a scary situation, Christmas night here at Sky Harbor Airport. Whitney, Simone.
Gosh, just wild. I mean, it's already stressful enough traveling during the holidays, and then adding this into all of it too. I mean, just thank goodness it wasn't any worse.
Certainly so. David, thank you so much. We'll be checking in with him throughout the morning.
Damn. I didn't, you know, we don't always like watch the video before it comes out. I didn't even know. I didn't even know all that happened. I just saw was the headline, and I saw a little bit. So I said, well, let me take this down in case there's something to talk about. Some guy just showed up at the airport. He heard that there was a shooting. So first of all, a family gets into a shooting. Oh my God. And they're beating each other up and everything. If you got a dysfunctional family, like, you know, some of us do have dysfunctional families, we can't get together at these times. Like, you can only get together for a few hours, and then everybody's got to go a different way. Shadow says, I have no words for this airport shit. But then some just random dude, and you know what? This is what's been happening. You got a lot of Americans that are riled up right now. You got to think about it. We had a very tumultuous election season. People are pretty upset. There are folks that are mad because they believe that the illegal immigrants are taking us away, and you know, we won't be here tomorrow if we let the immigrants do their thing. So you've got the boys sitting ready right now in a lot of instances. I think this is not the last you're going to see of this. We got a lot of people that are upset. And then, you know, you had that man burn up a woman in the subway up in New York. This man was an illegal immigrant.
Immigrant stuff is going to hinder a lot of people. I mean, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. You got some immigrants, man, that come over here, man, and they are here to provide and work for their families, man, for a better life.
I would say that's most of them.
And then you get this guy who just did what he did on that subway thing, and he fucks it up for the majority of everybody, man. Because right now people are going to be in high alert and on high alarm right now because of that. Yeah.
And so this, you didn't see the video that we just did. Family gets in a fight at the airport, and 1 or 2 people get stabbed, 2 people get shot.
Shot at the air. Is this the one where the guy said that he got to get his fade in? He got to get his fade in. Is that video? Because it was a video circulating just the other day about
No. This happened just last night, and the crazy thing is, some old crazy dude shows up later with his guns. He showed up to the airport with his guns to help the airport police. He got a text message that there was trouble at the airport. He comes running in with his pieces. This guy ain't even got his shirt and shoes on. He must have just jumped right in his car. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah, that's a superhero right there.
Yeah, that's what I said. He was a superhero. Then the cop had him.
Batman shit, man.
The cop had him held down. He headbutted the cop, man. Oh man. They gonna take that ass to jail.
They'll be up with these people, man. What they be thinking in the moment of stuff, man.
That's what I was saying. You're gonna see more and more of this because I'm hoping that when the new president comes in, he starts to tamper down some of this craziness that has been on both sides. They have riveted this thing up so that people in America are on high alert. They're ready for the new world order to come running in. They're ready for NATO to come in and try to take over. You're gonna see some more of this cowboy shit. I'm down for it, man. I'm ready. Come to the airport if you hear something's going on at the airport I'm in. Come on and bring your shit because we could use all the help we can get. Because watching that police officer, here's the problem: police morale is down, and they're not going to go out of their way to do nothing. You saw that police officer stand there and watch that woman burn up. If you guys have not seen the X video of the lady that was caught on fire by the immigrant, if you have not seen that, go to X and prepare yourself for something you've never seen before. It's horrible. It's horrible. And the man, Lavish, we thought was trying to put the woman out, but we were saying this looks weird because he's fanning the flames.
No, I told you that was the guy.
That was the guy.
That's what I said.
I did not know that. I didn't realize that's what you were saying. That was the guy. And that guy, he murdered that woman. And then he was standing there. He went and sat down. The police all come up and everything. He walks up and starts fanning the flames to make the flames hotter. And I kept looking at that like, does that fool not know that you're supposed to cover the woman up with the blanket and throw her down? No, he was trying to fan the flames. And with this, so the cop is just standing there like, okay, well, anytime now, I guess we'll be waiting for the saving the first responders to come. Bro, you are the first responder. He's just sitting up there walking back and forth. Watch this woman burn. He does not go out of his way other than to make a phone call to get her some help. He doesn't go out of his way at all. Right. And the woman is burning alive.
No fire extinguisher nowhere in sight. They could have ran and grabbed. I mean,
he could have taken off his polyester shirt, and although that's not great for putting out fires, but Papa Penguin says pretty sure crazy-ish at the airport has nothing to do with politics. It has to do with the fact that airports suck. No, it doesn't have anything to do with politics. It's all the stuff that was happening there. But I think it's the state of our country that a person would show up there and with his guns ready to fight and everything. But anyway, Lavish, I wanted to talk about, I have received a number of phone calls lately. Clubs call me often with issues that they have. And I have received a spate of phone calls with founders and the youngins, founders and OGs, being stamped out by the youngins in these clubs these days. And I wanted to ask you briefly, what do you think's going on here? What do you think is the issue that so many motorcycle clubs are having problems with the young guys trying to put the OGs out to pasture against their will? What do you see as the fault of the founders, and what do you see as the fault of the new Gs?
I mean, I guess, man, I guess each club, and this is just my personal views and opinions. I mean, each club is ran differently, man. So I can't really honestly answer that question because I don't know what each club's problem might be, you know, and every club structure is different. Now, I can say that from what I see and what I pay attention to as far as new versus old, and let me start off by asking you, what version do you want from me? Do you want lavish, a young guy version? Do you want lavish? Like, what version of lavish do you want me to speak?
Want the lavish, the young guy version. I mean, in your club, how much deference and respect and love do you give to the OGs? Do you just get to a point where that guy's been in charge too long, he's got to go? Or are your OGs, and I don't want your club business, but what you've seen, are OGs, do they have too much control that they're not willing to let go of? Are they too set in their ways? What makes these guys think that they're going to come in your club, get a little group of them together and start voting people out of office and kicking people out without trials and all kind of crazy shit? What's going on in these clubs?
I think that it's two ways that I'm going to view this and see it. I think that is two ways that I'm going to comment on it. One, you know, my club, we got a lot of old heads, right? We've been around coming up 50 years. We've been around since 1975 as an official club, you know, formed in 1974. So, when you have a club that old, from what I've seen, it's always going to be a respect level for the old head guys. And us young guys might not always like it, and even though we want to get them out of the way, I think the respect for them is still there. Now, on the flip side, I've seen these younger clubs, newer clubs, you know, under 25 years old, starting in the 2000s or, you know, around the biker boy era. I see that those clubs seem to have more problems. And this is just from my standpoint. You know, it's not factual, but this is just what I see. I see that those clubs seem to have more problems with structure and new and old than, you know, the clubs that have been around 40 and 50 years. And when you got the old head guys that's in these clubs, man, you know, these guys are the ones that made a life for them from this club. They lost their lives, they lost their jobs, they lost their families, you know, for this club. They still come around this club. So when they come around, man, you listen to them. And when I say listen, I'm not saying like you listen and they're always right, because, you know, it's everything is debatable in there, but we still have a level of respect that, you know, the old head said this and we just gonna go and we gonna flow with it, unless it's just something, you know, totally to the extreme. But then I guess that's what you got your bylaws for, you know, because once you have a strong structure,
what I'm saying is these kids aren't going by these bylaws. Well, I see a lot of young people, and I'm looking at clubs that are 30 years old and older. You don't have a lot of OGs necessarily in 10 or 15-year-old clubs. Let's say clubs that are 20 years and older. I'm seeing a lot of these. A lot of times these kids come to these clubs and they want to bring. They come to the club. And the first thing they do when they get to some kind of power is let's change the club, and you'll see the OGs fight against that. We're not trying to lose our traditions, although you're going to lose some things when new people come, sure.
I see that being done without even power. I see that you have some of these older clubs that go out and they want young guys. They want somebody to carry the club on. They want somebody to keep the club going. That's what they want.
But they don't want to give up the power.
Correct. I also see that when these young guys come, these same old guys sometimes kills the fire that these young guys have. These young guys come with young ideas, They know what's going on in the current times. Because the bike world is just
Well,
like a fad,
at least
man.
that's what they think.
I
At
mean,
least that's what they think.
so listen, I'm going to say this based off of your statement, and this is where the disconnect can come. And I might not be 100% right, but I'm going to use what you just said. When you just made that statement of so they think, the old guys are not running in the streets the same way that these young guys are running in the streets. So that kind of makes the older guys not so aware of everything that's going on. It's just like fashion and clothes. It's always constantly changing, and you have to be abreast to the change. And these old guys get so stuck in their ways at times that when these new guys come in, they know what kind of parties are going on. They know what kind of events are going on. They know where the crowd is at. The old guys don't want to hear it, and they're killing their vibe. Now, the young guys go out and they start meeting people on their own, going to hang out. The old guys make a problem out of it. It kills the fire before you even have power or position. It kills the fire in them young guys, so that when those young guys do get the power, it's like, well, when y'all had the power, you was killing us. You were killing our fire. You were putting our fire out. Now we're trying to revamp and change the club, man. I see that happening.
Change the club to what? You know, I hear a lot of these guys come in the club and this, that, and the other, and you're out of touch and you don't know what you're talking about, but you haven't done shit. You haven't opened up one chapter. You haven't solved one issue. You haven't worked on one national problem. You don't have a Rolodex of anybody that can make anything happen. All you can do is party and want to come in and change shit.
I mean, it fluctuates on the person, because like I tell these old guys, and this is what I personally say. Hey, man, we ain't talking about that shit that happened 20 years ago. We're talking about that shit that happened today. We're talking about the problem that just happened, because at that particular time in the past, someone was there in those seats to handle that problem. Now you have a new current day in time, and you have someone currently in those seats to handle those problems. Now, we can look at the old guys and ask them questions as to how did y'all handle that problem when something like this happened back then? What was your way of handling, the issue and the problem? And we can respect that and learn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I'm on the fence as well, I take a lot of the stuff that the old head guys shared with me. I learned from them. I do mold a lot of the structure, and I keep that structure going, because them old guys, they didn't keep the club going that long by doing nothing. It was something that they were doing in order to keep that club going way before I was even thought of coming to this club. But then I'll also add to what I was taught.
Yeah.
However, I see, and I know where you're probably trying to go. I have seen people that come into these clubs that don't want to hear shit that the old head guys got to say. They feel like, hey, I know it all, and I can do it. And I agree, some of them guys ain't did nothing.
The chat board is going crazy. War Gorilla says, you old guys don't know when it's your time to retire. Jordan can't play forever. But does the guy sitting on the bench get to tell me it's time, or does the coach get to tell? Like when does, sure, you might think that it's time for him to sit his ass down, but he may feel like, bro, I haven't even reached my peak yet. Why don't you shut up and learn something?
No, because the old guys, they can't move the same way. They can't move the same way. And I've seen old guys I've seen guys that sit in office, man, holding these presidents, vice presidents, these nationals positions. And to be honest with you, man, they just in the fucking way, man. They in the way. We only deal with them because we respect them, but they in the way. Your job, I feel like the job is to teach us young guys so that we can step up and take those positions, and you sit back and you enjoy your retirement from the club. Let the headaches be the headaches of the young guys. But some of these guys, they feel so entitled to these positions that if they don't have them, then we get to find out that they really ain't shit.
Right. Well, yeah. That does. You're hitting a lot of things on the head. When you're used to having power for a long time, it is absolutely difficult to relinquish that power. But what do you say to the argument that, yeah, bro, you want this position, you want to run me out of it, you want to get all the votes because you're such a good speaker and such a good talker, and everybody can hear you talk, but you ain't done shit, and you can't do shit. And I can see that in you, and I can see you ain't going to do shit but screw it up, and then I'm going to have to come back in and fix it, or it's going to be dead. What do you have to say about that?
I've seen guys with what you just said. I've seen guys come in here and they got all the words and they want to make some shit happen. I done seen guys come in there say all the right shit, and I seen the old head take the words from the young guy and say it as if he came up with the shit. So when the young guy's speaking it, it sounds like he's getting all this knowledge from the old guy. And all the old guy's doing is taking from the young guy because he doesn't want to see the young guy in these positions. I've seen that. I've been a witness to that. You know, and then a lot of times, man, you don't have to sit back and see a lot, because when you're doing a lot, it's going to speak for itself.
But still, you haven't answered the question.
Okay.
What about the fact that it takes more? What the old guy knows, because he's been through it, is I hear your flowery talk and velvet tongue. I can see the fact that you're fresh, young, new, you look good, you dress good, you smell good. You're out there in the streets, the ladies like you, you're very charismatic. But you don't know enough MC protocol to bail us out of shit if something goes down.
And if the old guy is able to say that, then I feel like it's the old guy's job to help teach that guy how to be a better person.
Perfect, if he will listen.
If he will listen, correct.
What if he knows everything? He knows it. You know how y'all young folks are. Y'all know everything. I wonder if I knew everything when I was young.
No, I ain't never been to I know everything guy. Because I always knew that them old heads, I always paid attention to them old heads because them old head guys was always slick as hell. They was always cool. They always knew the right shit to say. They always knew how to get out of shit. They always knew shit. So I used to always sit back and I used to watch that shit, man. I'd be like, damn, man, that motherfucker slick as hell. He's smooth as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I used to love sitting up under the old heads. And I'm not just saying just as bikers, just old heads in general, just to hear them stories of how they maneuver different shit, how they had patience, how they sit, and how they was able to do things. So I don't have a problem with a lot of the old head guys, especially the ones that's willing to educate and teach and school the younger guys, man, because they want to see them do better.
Beaker says that was one of the things about the MC I was in. The top two refused to accept any change to their positions. A lot of guys will set up these clubs so that they cannot be removed.
I've seen that too, and I think that's the dumbest shit ever for people to stay in those kind of clubs. Listen, I've been in the bike world 19 years as an actual patch member. I've seen the same president and vice president in certain clubs since I've been in here.
Right.
Yeah. No,
some of these guys do.
Everybody else changed. I've seen other clubs where only person changed was the vice president on down.
Right.
I've seen that.
I have to.
Like, what the fuck? Y'all don't have elections every couple years, or a shot?
It's very easy to manipulate the strings where you're boss forever, or until you decide that you don't want to be. It's easy to manipulate those strings. I've seen also when you become fair and open-minded, that you got to sit by and watch this silver-tongued goose just velvet his tongue through there, and you just watch this fake mofo just slam the club down a hole that it can't get out of. I've seen it with my own two eyes, and I've been like, man, I can't understand how these people are under the spell of this bozo who has completely nothing but words, nothing but talk. There's got to be, I don't know because you are so right. There are so many old guys that shut their young guys down, step on their necks, feel like they know it all, impatient. Vernon says, does the old guy have to have a position to have influence? And that is something that I often heard in my years in the club. Do you have to have a position? Do you have to have national P? Do you have to have president? Do you have to have something on your chest, on your front patch, the I love me portion of the vest, in order to be a person of influence or make contributions? And the answer is no.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have to. If you have a club that respects and listens to, and at least hears the advice of the OGs. But what I see in clubs today is they don't even want the OG to not necessarily have a vote, but not even speak at all whatsoever. Just sit down, shut up. It's time for you to sit down. And as an old guy, I resent someone who thinks that it's my time to go because they want a spot or my spot, and that they should pick when it's my time to go. This one guy says his club, where did I say? Soul Brother number 30 says, in my club, you retire at 20 years, that's that. Yes, you get a retirement patch and you have no voting rights and you cannot hold an office after 20 years. That's almost like the airplane industry where you're flying an airplane. They make you stop flying at 65, no matter what, you're out. You don't get to fly no more. What do you think about that? Term limits on how long you can hold out. Do you become actually ineffective after 20? That would be you, bro. This would be you right now. No office, no nothing. You've done 19 years. You'd be facing forced retirement right now. Do you feel like you have nothing more to give, where you shouldn't be able to vote or hold office anymore at 20?
I think age, man, might play. I think age and health, man, for to say the best, man. I came in the bike club kind of young, and that's why I got so many years under my belt. But I feel like if I would have tried to take a position, honestly, 10 years before, I might not have been as ready as I am now. And I'm just being honest with myself, because I was a firecracker, so I probably would have been the wrong president, because I probably would have been at war with everybody for the smallest thing.
Right.
And, with maturity and, again, with some of the help of the old heads, it's not about going out here causing wars, because now I have to, me as the vice president, I have to think for the club, for the men, how it's going to affect everybody. And I think that years ago, I would have been thinking about, it would have been more pride. Oh yeah, let's go ride out on all these guys. Fuck that. We about to do this and do that. And I think I would have put a lot of people in risk.
So this guy Biker says the president and vice president was a position for life. It was even written into the bylaws that way. That's not completely absurd. I've seen that. That was in my own club. Before I became national president, the national president spot was for life. It was until the national president died or didn't want to be national president anymore. And when the national president, who was also the founder of the club, decided to step down and become and retire and just become the godfather of the club, one of the things that I did was I made sure to change that in the bylaws so that we then were able to vote for new national presidents and stuff like that. So I have seen clubs where it was the P for the national P was national P for life. That was my own club at one point. So I kind of smile when I see that. I don't think that's productive, but it is out there. Sometimes OGs need to step back and make room for new leadership. Passing the torch isn't about losing respect. It's about ensuring the club's legacy that thrives. And I think an OG stepping back is different than the subject. Why are these clubs dumping the OGs and founders if they don't feel like they want to step back? I'm watching these people put them out bad, put them out without trials, force retire them, and all these kinds of things. And I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening? Why have I received like 5 or 6 calls from different clubs in the last 30 days? All of them having these same kind of problems.
And then, something else I want to speak on as far as some of the old head guys, man. And I know times definitely change. I don't know, and I can't speak on any other, sets and everything, but I know here where I'm at, you had a lot of old head guys, like I said a lot earlier. They lost their lives, their families, their jobs, over this bike world stuff, man, being a biker and everything. And some of the same things that they did in the 70s and 80s, in the way that they hung out and hit the streets, they're expecting some of the newer guys to still move like that. And these newer guys are like, dude, I got a job. I got a wife. I got a life. I'm not about to fuck my family up for the motorcycle club. This is recreational stuff. And the recreational stuff of the past was their actual lifestyle. And the people nowadays, they're not making it their actual lifestyle. They're making it as their hobby, their pastime, something to enjoy, to fellowship with. So those are some of the things that divide the club up too. Are you froze? I don't know if you froze or not. Okay, yeah, he froze. So I'm surprised he's froze and I'm not. Logic. Aztec, you say why join if you're not willing to take what comes with it? I think it becomes a level of how far is too much to take that comes with it. I've seen guys when I was first coming around to the club, when I talk about living and dying for a club, they were living and dying for a club, and people were losing lives. Now, I'm a ride for my club. I am. But I'm not about to go riding and dying for my club, man. I mean, if I know that this is a situation that can be avoided and, pride is in the way, I'm not about to do that because I still got a family to take care of. And when it comes down to the loyalty of the bike club, come on, man. We know that inside these bike clubs, we have some disloyal members, man, that wear the same rags and the same colors that we wear, man. And as soon as something tragic happened to us, death or incarceration, we ain't gonna, them club members ain't thinking about us. They moving on to the next, man. We ain't gonna get them phone calls. We ain't gonna get them, or we're not gonna get those phone calls answered, letters returned, prison visits, or you die, family, checking up on your family and all that kind of stuff. We're not gonna get none of that kind of stuff, man. So, I think it's it's a balance. It's a balance, Shadow. I think that's what it is, man. I'm going down I'm reading the comments, man. Everything. Aztec say you should know that before you put the patch on. That's the reason why the prospects starts. All right, so listen, I've seen things happen after you become a member, right? You can prospect, and I'm not making excuses for certain stuff, but I'm just speaking on how times has changed, where a person's values are a lot different, man, in the world that we grew up in, man. 1970s, 1980s, even some of the 90s, you can go to jail and get out for some of the same crimes you do now, and they're giving you football numbers. I'm not built for that life anymore. So as a prospect coming in, you can be patched over, and 3 years later, your club get into it with one of these outlaw clubs, man, and it's time to ride. As a prospect, as a probie, you never seen it coming. This same club, y'all never had no problems with. Everything has always been good. But then one of their chapters from out of town came into your city, and all hell broke out. Now you got a problem on your hand. Hey, you ain't know it was gonna come, but you still got to do something about it, man. You still got to ride in some type of way, man, or have a hell of a sit down, because a problem, gotta be solved. You gotta be done. So how do you handle that? What are you gonna do? Turn your back on your club, or you gonna handle it? But you still got to use common sense. Okay, let me see here. I'm going off the comments right now. And I don't even know what's wrong with the screen, because it looks like it's froze over here on my end, man. So real quick, viewers, could you let me know if you can even see me, or is it just audio? Because I done lost Black Dragon. I don't even know where he's at right now. Let me and I done went back to try to refresh the page to see if anything has changed or whatnot. Okay, it says I'm fine. Okay, yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how the heck did Black Dragon leave, and I'm on his feed, man. All right, Logic. All right, Bolo. Cool, man. All right, Snacks. I see you. All right, Frank. Cool. Okay, we got Biker Podcast Clips Unofficial. He says, I think the sacrifice these clubs demand these days aren't lining up with the loyalty, support, and benefits. I agree. I don't think it is either. In so many different ways, from so many different people, from club to club. One club's problem is not the next club's problem, but overall, I agree. The loyalty and the support and the benefits aren't. And I say this to certain people, and I don't deter people from trying to join clubs when they ask me. Sometimes I tell them, man, if I could do this stuff all over for where it's at now, you have more fun not even being in a club. You have more fun being an independent rider, just hanging out with everybody, because everybody accepts you a lot different, man. Believe it or not, when I joined, it was like, you had to be in a club. If you wasn't, it was like, we ain't really mess with you. But now, man, people of age and maturity, they just want to go out and have fun and meet cool people, man. That's it. What we got? We got Willie Newson. So what do you think about new members scamming the club away from all members to sell the club? I think that's some dirty, underhanded stuff. That's what I think. I think that's real dirty, underhanded stuff. And the sad part about it is that you never know who's doing it until it's too late. They already done made their moves and secretly set up their chessboard to make these moves. And by the time somebody get wind of it to make a difference, it's too late. Aztec, who you surround yourself with can make or break you. Absolutely right. And that goes old and new bikers. Again, I'm always the first to say, man, I learned a lot of stuff, man, from these old head guys. And it's okay to even talk to old head guys who are not in your club but just been around. They can tell you about the good times, what was fun, different problems, which can also help make you a better biker or a better leader in the bike world. K Wayne, as long as you don't get caught up in drama because you fuck with too many people. I seen that happen. I seen where you can be a popular guy and not even try to be popular, but everybody take a liking to you for whatever reason, man. They enjoy your conversation. They enjoy the fact that you're always willing to help other bikers when y'all out at events. I've seen people hate you because of that, because you're getting attention that they want. I've seen that. Let me see this. OB Joe, having a patch, I'm limited to who I can be seen with.
Hey,
That's the hard part, because I have close friends in all clubs. Well, OB Joe, I don't know how your club is structured. I can't really, speak on that. But that is one of the things and one of the reasons why I tell people that sometimes it's even better not even to join a club, because you can hang out with so many different people that share the same passion, hobby, which is riding a motorcycle. And when you're limited because of your club not wanting you to hang out with this person, you're missing out on so many opportunities to meet great people, man. It's crazy.
Hello. Oh, can you guys, are we back online? Are we back online?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, we were offline for about 10 minutes.
No, you were offline. I was still going.
Were the people seeing you and responding to you?
Yes, the people were seeing me. I was carrying it on, but don't worry, Dragon. I got
it. Thank you.
That's what I said. I said that is crazy for you to be gone and I'm still live streaming off your stream.
Oh, you must have been live streaming on your side.
No, I'm completely mobile, all on your link, and it was still going. I have no idea how that was happening, man.
Okay. But the show still went on.
Hey, we got Fields 37. I hope I said his name right. He says you're back. I don't know who this man is, but he did a great job carrying on the live stream in your absence. Well, Fields, I'm not sure if you just joined in. I'm Lavish. I've been rocking with Black Dragon, man, for a few months now. So I'm a guy that you'll be seeing. So appreciate that comment.
Almost a year, Lavish. Almost a year.
Yeah.
Almost a year. Gosh dang. My whole stream, everything dropped. All my computer, everything dropped. How the hell you stayed on?
I have no idea. That's funny, man.
Okay, so they've asked you questions. Oh, so where are we then?
So I'm going to Bolo's comment, man. He says that you can't underestimate the bonds built by the OGs. Sometimes a simple phone call can squash a potential situation. That is 100% correct. And it goes back to what I had said earlier in the show. I had said if I was a president 10 years ago, I probably wouldn't have been a great one because I was a live wire. Now, when you talk to these guys, man, you learn that being in a leadership position, you have to operate this club as a corporation, man. And you have to be able to have conversation and build bonds with these other leaders of other clubs, to pick up the phone and call and see what a problem is. Because what I learned being out here in the bike world, most of the problems, 80% of the problems come from females. And when I say females, I'm not saying that it has to be a female that initiated something, but it's involving a woman. A woman chose to want to deal with another guy, and you have the old guy that's still pissed off and mad. So when she's out with the new dude on the set, the old guy goes and causes problems. Now that's causing problems between the two clubs. So right there in the midst of everything, you have the clubs going at it with each other until they separate. Now you got your members that you got to find out what's the problem. You got the other club, they got to find out what's the problem. And then when you get the two presidents on the phone, they sitting there shaking their head at the foolishness by saying, man, listen, man, All of this shit is all over this raggedy ass female that don't even want him no more. And we caused all these problems. And then the way that they used to solve these problems was this. Listen, if y'all two guys got a hell of a problem like that, man, y'all go in a circle.
Yeah.
Or leave that shit alone. If you can't be mad at this woman, it's just not your turn. It's this other guy's turn. So that's what I see, man. Let me see. I don't even know you. I've been watching you for a minute. You giving me new inspiration on the news. That's Rhonda. I've been seeing her lately. She's been definitely chiming in, man.
Okay. I think I know who that is. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. I don't even know you. I've been watching you for a minute. You're giving me new inspiration on the news. You know, oh my God, we just got a call from California while I was on here a little earlier. And somebody told our viewer that it was a civilian that says he watches us every day. And I thought that was cool. That came over the phone just a few minutes ago. So people are lavish. They're liking you a little bit. All we need is some weather girls, and we get a couple weather girls, and I think, you know, because don't nobody want to just see lavish, but we need something like this hitting the screens. There you go. Look, we need something like that.
We need something. Yeah, we definitely need something like that.
Man, come on, man. Yeah, I wanted to. You just called me, and I wanted to. Lavish, Lavish, get back here. I wanted you to sell Lavish what you told me earlier about the call. Can you do that?
I have people that I deal with in some of my charity stuff that I'm involved with throughout the city, and sometimes they tune in. Sometimes some of the stuff I tune into or I share or whatever. But it's older. And she's white and Hispanic. She's a mixed lady, but she tunes into you guys' show, and you guys' energy is absolutely phenomenal. That's what she says. She said, I like some of the things that they be saying, and she said John Bunch is somebody. I mean, not John Bunch, but she said Dragon has a whole look about him that's kind of cool, and then he's always saying something outlandish, but there's always a balance with Lavish.
Oh my God. Lavish, you ain't no balance, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, bro, that's cool.
Look at Bolo. Dragon just sit back. Lavish has the show today. I'll just be down. Rhonda says we need some weather dudes too that look like Lavish. What the hell? What's going on with my show? I'm losing my whole show.
Well, calm down.
Hey, it's the young G. It's the young G's taking over pretty soon.
Hey, I'll be down there pretty soon.
Come on, man. Come on. And ride that motorcycle. Okay. I'll hit you back. I just wanted to let Lavish hear that from you this morning. I appreciate it. God bless you.
I got something I'm going to send you so you guys can put out there for the rest of the world to do.
All right, man. Excellent. Hope I didn't hang up too soon. Man, so I'm glad people are liking the show because we got a new year coming up. Rhonda wants some weather dudes that look like you. Well, hell, why don't you just do the leather? You know, Lavish be lifting them weights and stuff. And so, you know, he cut up a little and stuff. I've seen him. I mean, no homo, but I've seen him.
I'm just saying, man, real big.
Oh, I used to have some arms. I don't do that now. I do this. I refuse to put them up like that. Let's see. So go on, keep going, Lavish. You're doing good. You're doing good.
I'm just reading the comments. I'm about to, as soon as I throw this truck back in park, man, I'm gonna go ahead and read them, man, because I like when I can interact with the viewers in the comments, man, because they really be saying some real good stuff, man, and some of the questions are very relatable.
Goose says in the background, you don't say no homo anymore. You say no Diddy.
Oh yeah, that's the new thing. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Did you see the video where they have Jay-Z having a baby by Diddy?
Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen that stuff.
That's ugly, man. It's just ugly. Everyone likes undertakers like docs in the service. So a doc in the service is a medic of some kind, and we call them docs. It's either a medical corpsman in the military, in the Navy and Marines, or it's some sort of medic. But we always call medics docs, and we have great respect for docs. So Rhonda says she likes that smile every morning. Oh my!
That ass tech talking about I'm blushing.
And she said, "Oh my God, Lavish, are you looking that? I mean, you don't look that good to me. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. I don't see the smile. I mean, I mean, you're smiling, but I'm just not like, oh, Lavish smiled. It's just."
I try to smile, man. You know, I try to smile as much as I can from time to time, man.
Mars says, you know, you were in the wrong MC gang, old man. The old man comment must be me. It would be really interesting to see how their views differ from the typical male club views. Okay, I'm not sure what we're talking about there because I'm still trying to catch up. Lavish dropping gems in this MC world. I've been writing for a while, but I'm new to the MC shit, taking notes. The BD and Lavish Social Club show was funny as hell, says Boss Hog CJ. That was funny.
Did you freeze up?
Huh?
Did you freeze up?
Did I freeze up? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freeze up. This guy says Lavish is dropping gems on the MC world. I've been writing for a while, but I'm new to this MC set shit. Taking notes. The BD and Lavish Social Club show was funny as hell. Peace, says Boss Hog. That was a funny show. Oh, Lavish, by the way, you made a statement.
Ryder, what up, though? I see him just checked in. C. Ryder, what's happening?
Oh, Major Hog League, C. Ryder, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Lavish, you you did a show the other day. We did a show the other day, and you made a statement about the Hells Angels party. And you commented that there were no black people at the party, and they heard you, man. Oh my gosh, they heard you, and they responded. Here, let me find the response. Boy, that was funny as Hades, man. They did hear you.
Man, shout out to them Hell Angels, man, over there too, man.
The Iron Range Hells Angels heard you, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay, look, I hold on. I'm bringing the picture up right now.
Go ahead.
And
gotta bring it in.
You accused them of not having no black kids at their Christmas show. Well, what I have since learned is there's only 3,000 people in the whole damn place. Anyway, oh my goodness. And so they sent this picture for you. So Lavish, they're listening to you out there.
They listening, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to actually catch these guys, man.
Let me get to the spot where I can open up this picture because this is funny as hell. You were saying, man, they don't got no. Oh, where the hell is it? Hey, something's not going on here, right? Let me shut that and bring it up again.
The Hells Angels, man. I know why you looking, man. We can just converse while you were looking.
So yeah.
Downtime, man. But seeing that they reached out to you, man, about me, man. I can't wait to get the opportunity to meet them guys, man. That was in a small town in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, up there north of Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, Wisconsin, somewhere in that state.
The Hells Angels sent this message to you, Lavish. They said, send this to Lavish.
We got receipts.
Tell them we got receipts. Here's a black kid at their show, man, right there.
Oh, man. I thought that was the most funniest thing, man.
You see the Hells Angels right there? You cannot accuse them of not having no black kids. I can't accuse
them, man.
At their party. There were 2 or 3 of them there in the small town. So we have to give love to the Hells Angels MC for for taking care of all the kids, man. They said,
man, and I like that, man. You know, the thing about it is that even though we be on here, man, and we laugh and talk about stuff and I point stuff out, man, it's just that when you use the social media in a good way, man, you build new relationships and you can meet different people, man. And to have those people not even have me on a radar and to have me on a radar now as to say, hey man, we want to meet this guy and let them know this. You know, I feel like that's pretty doggone cool, man, because we don't have a relationship with the hell angels around here. We don't see them. So when we see them, it's like off the internet, the computer, you know what I'm saying? So we hear all of the stories, man, but you know, just like in every club, man, you got your good and your bad, man. And some of the stuff that you hear is not always, you know, what it is. You know, they tell you, the media depicts stuff and tell you the bad stories. So, you know, I would love to actually get a chance to meet up with them guys, man, and actually take a ride with them. I mean, that'd be pretty big for me.
oh man, that'd be awesome to ride with them. Rock Machine up in Canada is saying hi to us, man. That's a big club. You know much about them?
No.
I'll have to offline. I'll talk to you about them. They're a wonderful club up there. They're a big club up there. They do big things up there. A lot of man. We're getting out. Buckwheat's in the house. Everybody's checking us out. But keep the flow going. They like you this morning. So answer some more of the questions because I'm still trying to catch up. The Hells Angels function with blacks in Northern California, says C Ryder up there, Major Hard League. Yeah.
I seen that. I seen some videos with the Mongols, the Hells Angels. They was definitely out. Like I seen a video where they were out racing. They were somewhere street racing, man. I was like, damn.
Mongols versus the Hells Angels?
Huh?
In a street race?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't just them. It was a lot.
You know, they do have the Hells Angels do have a race team.
Well, I don't think this was street racing that I seen.
Oh, okay.
This was street racing. This was just, you know, bikers, you know, racing. I seen it on social media.
Lavish, you ain't the only fly to be at an 81 event. Oh my goodness. Bolo said that's awesome. You know, Bolo's a submarine sailor. Yeah, he's one of us, one of the soldiers. In the Black Biker Christmas video, they had one white lady in it. So yeah.
It was a trade-off. It was a trade-off. We're going to give you one of ours and you give us one of yours.
Anthony Banks says, no hate, just love for all riders. War Gorilla. And it says hi. Everybody says, hey, Chaplain Barefoot, we see you, man. Chaplain Barefoot, huge following over there on Facebook. You got to check him out. If you ride with 81, be prepared to ride fast, says Beaker.
Quick.
Huh?
I'm pretty quick.
Yeah. But well, quick as
with the stories that I hear about them guys, man, they got a lot more money that they can put in their motors, man.
Hells Angels support East Bay Dragons a lot. There were many East Bay Dragons at Sonny Barter's funeral. Very, very many of them. They go back a long time.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. This is, you know, I don't want to state this as truth. Didn't those two both start up around the same time?
I don't know. I think the Hells Angels were there first, but I think the East Bay Dragons existed as a van or a car club.
Yeah.
And switched over to a motorcycle club. So I think the Hells Angels were a motorcycle club first. But let me not put their information out there wrong. The East Bay Dragons information out there wrong because I don't know it like I know some things. But that's something I thought I read, and I'm not 100% sure. Somebody said it was Hog Rider says back on the subject, he says the young guys are putting the old guys out so they can rewrite the bylaws. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that rewriting the bylaws, yeah, they do. Some of them bylaws do need to be rewrote, man, in some of these clubs because they're outdated. Yeah, some of them do need to be, definitely changed, man. And some of these bylaws were made and designed to fit and work certain people in the clubs. Yeah.
But is that the only way you can get them rewritten is by throwing the old guys out?
No, I don't. I mean,
so what happens, I think, is you get to a point where neither side can work it out. The old guys are stuck in their ways. The young guys are trying to move them. And what'll happen is they'll get together and pull the most votes. And the next thing you know, the old or they do the underhanded shit like my club tried to do to me, all that stuff that they saw, which was just completely against any bylaws we had. Let's just throw the old bastard out. We can't stand him no more. We hate him. He looks bad. He's got a bad attitude, and we can't get along with him. We can't get around him. He's got too much power. Let's just throw him out.
No, again, I only can speak on, what I know. I can't speak, but, you have your national cabinet. They talk to the mother chapter. Right. They have a meeting. They bring it to the floor, and people that sway the votes to make it them in their favor. I gotta hop out of one truck and get in another one.
Yeah, well, when you have so many, you just have to decide which one looks prettier today. Which one am I going to drive? I understand. I understand, Lavish. Undertaker. That looks like a garbage truck with all them controls on the side.
No. It's a good old KW.
How many control? Is that a Kenworth? What? Is that what KW stands for? Oh my goodness.
Good old KW.
What's that number on the side? Go back to the number on the side of the truck there. What's that? What's the number? Show me the number on the side. Up there.
Oh, that's one of the truck numbers.
Yeah, show me the number. There's a number up there. Can we see the number?
That's my website.
No, there's a number on the truck. There was a truck number up there. Truck number such and such.
Yeah, my truck number.
It looks like you've got 3,575 trucks?
No, man.
You got 3,575 trucks.
No, that's just the truck number, man.
Oh, is that what you do? You start the numbers up big. The East Bay Dragons book is a must-read, said William Riles, for all newbies. And so is Black Dragon's brand new book, MC Protocol 101. MC Protocol 101. Make sure to get MC Protocol 101 at blackdragonsgear.com, which is a must-read book as well for all of you guys who want to know a little bit more about MC Protocol. I don't know even why I wasn't plugging that earlier. Oh my goodness. So just go to blackdragonsgear.com. Here you go. Let me add it right here. Go to MC Protocol 101. You can get your copy for $34.95. MC Protocol 101. I'm probably going to run with 2 covers. And so you can make your choice of which cover you want. Just write it in the comments when you order it. Write down what cover you want, and we'll be doing that. It started without club letting people in without. It started when clubs started letting people in without motorcycles. So some of this we OGs have to blame on ourselves. I will tell you that sometimes you get so happy so grow happy and so expansion happy that you start relaxing your own rules and not knowing people that you like. It used to take a year or 2 or 4 or 5 for a person to actually become a member of a club. Now it's like 90 days. You don't know who the hell you're bringing into your club if all you've known them is 90 days. And I think that has a little bit to do with it. It's part of it's partly our own faults for the people that we have let come in our clubs in order to grow. A lot of times you let these guys in because they are the ones riding and they're doing a lot of stuff you don't want to do. And now, next thing you know, you look over and you're fighting with some guy you brought in the club. He's out trying to take your spot. What do you think about that?
A lot of times you have somebody that brings a guy to the club that vouches for him.
Yeah.
You know,
C. Ryder said, "Don't let Lavish fool you. He got a fleet." We know. We know. we know. We already know.
Man, stop it, man. Stop.
He's not fooling nobody.
Y'all killing me, man.
Oh my goodness. Does it have dual whip antennas and a classic Cobra CB radio? No, Lavish is too young for that.
No, not in this particular truck, man. But I you know, the new truck I'm coming is gonna definitely have that on there.
Durasid says constitutions are dead and immutable. If you don't like it, flee to another MC or another country. Yeah, he's right about that. That's what a lot of people do. Some of these clubs' bylaws are straight out of the 1980s when they used to show up dressing alike like a 1970s R&B group, says Smokestacks. The young people are all over it today. A lot of people aren't exposed to everything that comes with a club until after the probie stage. They say, "Oh, Lavish, you're switching. I see you. I got you."
Yeah.
Okay, you're at the house. Turn on some lights, man. I can barely see you. A lot of people aren't exposed to. Turn on some lights, Lavish. I can barely see you. A lot of people aren't exposed to everything that comes with the club until after the probie stage. Even though they're probies, they're not exposed to everything club-wise, depending on the club, which I think is crazy. You're supposed to see the bylaws and everything before you patch over, but there are some clubs where people don't even see the bylaws till they patch over.
Well, they don't want the probies to see it, and they not a member, and then they go running off telling everybody else about what's in their bylaws.
You are a member as a probie.
You're a candidate.
You're a member. You're a member.
Because at any given time, the club might not even want you.
You're a member under probation.
You don't get the same treatment.
No, you don't get the same treatment. You're wearing a patch. You don't get to see the bylaws before you become a member. Come on, man.
I mean, every club is different. I mean, some clubs they might let you. I mean, and that's where certain things are subjective to what you allow to happen in the club that you're a part of.
Cali Sid TV says, "How long can your motorcycle be down before you get a fine?" Oh, I like that one.
Man, you know what, man? This is what I learned in these clubs, man. Depending on who you are, man, they're going to make a rule and make an exception for you and that fucking motorcycle, man. And that's some of the dumbest shit ever, because I think that hinders the motorcycle club, because now you give an exception to this one guy, then the next guy go, and the next thing you know, you out in the street and your club is being called the club that don't be riding. Man, y'all don't be out here riding like that, man. Y'all pulling up in cars and fucking vans.
Absolutely. I think the bylaws should be given when the probie wants to join. That way they know if they this is what they want to sign up to. I'm with you, C. Ryder, but there are some clubs that don't do it that way. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. Probies are not members. There are a lot of people who believe that probies and prospects are not members. I say if you're wearing a patch, you're a member. You're a member under probation. A prospect is a member under probation. You don't get, because let me ask you this. Are you gonna, if somebody kicks your prospect's ass, the club's gonna show up and fight?
Correct.
If somebody kicks a hang-around's ass, maybe not. You're not going to let somebody takes a prospect's colors. You're going to show up to go get them colors back.
Yeah,
so to me,
gonna do that.
To me, that makes him a member, not a full-fledged member, but definitely do prospects pay dues?
Nope.
They do. They do in my club.
And that's where I say that it's subjective, from club to club.
OB says you are a member, you just don't have voting rights as a probie. I agree with that. But Verisid said probies are not members, and there are a lot of people who see it that way.
No, she said probies are members.
Verisid, no. Oh, he did. Oh, damn. Sorry, Verisid. I put that on you, negative. Yeah, these old eyes. How can you join if you don't know what you're joining? That's what I say. You know something, K. Wayne, Bearcat didn't make it as a brand. Cobras are still out there. Bearcats are gone. If we're talking about CB radios. Lots of Uniden radios on the air on Christmas morning, checking in. It was fun. Oh,
Yeah, I got to give me another Uniden radio.
Uniden, are they still out there?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were still out there. Probie is a probie. That is it. No more, no less. And where I come from, you are big silver duct tape P. That's it. That's all you get is a big silver duct tape. Have you seen those P's made out of duct tape?
No, yeah. I mean, I see it so often that it's normal. It's just normal.
Hey, a full patch can be demoted to a probie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Absolutely.
If that probate ever says he's a member in front of a real member, he's going to get beat. There are clubs. We talked about that the other day. There are clubs that beat up members.
I mean, we not gonna beat up a member, but a probie is a probie. That's what you are. Your name is probie. You're a probie. Everything about you is probie. You don't talk to us. I mean,
now here's one here, and this is going deep into MC protocol. So it's different in different places. In some clubs, they have prospects and probies. And the difference in the prospect and the probie is a lot of times a probie is a higher level than a prospect in some clubs.
Yeah.
And it's typically somebody that has come in from another club or was a member of another club or got busted down to probie, or is someone with a lot of experience that they put on the probie level and will bypass prospect. So OB Joe is not wrong here. Probation status is typically for prior members of another club who want to join another MC. I've seen that. I've seen it where some clubs call prospects probies. Some clubs only have prospects, and some clubs have prospects and probies, which are a little higher level. So that just really depends on where you are. I need to put that in the.
I've seen that before because I used to wonder, like, you know, what's the difference between a prospect and a probie? What's the difference? And then I've learned, and then like I say, you know, a lot of stuff is subjective, you know, from club to club. Because I've heard that, you know, the prospect was, you know, the hang around to see if we even like you before you can even become a probie.
Right. As prospects, some clubs won't let you in church. You have to wait outside. It varies club to club. In my club, a prospect was always, in the old days, was never allowed in the meeting, or you were allowed to sit in some portion of the meeting, then you had to go outside. So you might be able to sit in for roll call, but then you had to go outside, you know, if they let you in at all.
You know, the funny thing about that in the meeting, man, and this is so funny. We don't let probies in the meetings. But when I came through and I was a probie, I was in every meeting.
Because you couldn't do things the right way.
No. Listen, when I came, again, let's translate. When I came in my club, I was already on that tip.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's why I say I had to mature. And I thought that was normal. So even as years went by and I'm like, where's the probie? And they're like, yeah, the probie, you know, he outside. And I'm like, hell, well, shit. I was in all the goddamn meetings and shit.
So I probied so long. I prospected so long. Eventually I was in every meeting as a regular person. I prospected for a long time. In my club, prospect has a sponsor that will teach him the bylaws. If he has any questions, he must go to the sponsor. Any sponsor, tell us when he's ready, and then the sponsor will tell us when he's ready. And in my club, we had sponsors too. Every prospect had a sponsor. In a Big Five MC and in my club, prospects are members, says Carnell's 619. So there you go. People do see them as members. I thought I was the only one. Hang around is for the person to see if it is what they want. Prospects and probies are to make sure you and we are what each other wants, basically what they're saying.
Yeah.
I like this channel, very informative, not just one's own ideology of MC rules. No, man, we're informative. Matter of fact, I have to go back into the MC Protocol 101 and add this portion about probies. I forgot about that when I was writing that. I got to go back and add that. Some clubs have, and we will know that it came from him. I've got to go back and add that some clubs.
Do you talk to your probies?
Huh?
Do you talk to your probies?
What do you mean talk to them?
Have conversations with them.
Yeah, they get. I actually
just telling them stuff about the club.
I actually, we actually have. When I was doing it, we had. I would have Proby school, and we had. We didn't call them probies. Prospect school, and we had a WhatsApp chat where the prospects would speak to prospects all over the country. And the prospects would get to know each other. They'd have to do reports and all kinds of stuff. And there was quizzes over the bylaws, and we had scenarios.
Man, what kind of operation you was running, man?
That's how we did it, man.
Goddamn class. I gotta finish school. Probably some people dropped out of school only to go back to a goddamn motorcycle biker class school.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to ride. I'm saying, so listen, Dragon, let me ask you this, man. Look, when you had school, were you in there like this at the playpen? All right, class, good morning, probies. Today's lecture, we're going to talk about writing formation.
No, I had my own book. Do you have
any questions?
I had my own book, and I taught many times out of the Prospects Bible, the book I wrote. Yeah.
Did you make them have to buy a book while they were in class?
I never did that.
You provided the book for them?
No, because if you do that, then the next thing is, you're making money off the club. So I never.
Yeah, that will come next. That will. So did you say, all right, students, listen, we're gonna go to page 90, 98.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, listen, check this out. Before class is over with, I want you to read chapter 4. We're gonna have a quiz on this Friday before we go right into this anniversary part.
Well, you know what? Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
But you know what? This is some of the shit that I see that I see work for other clubs. In all seriousness, I see other clubs, they don't be quick to worry about making the numbers. And making the numbers mean pushing a guy through a club. Some of these clubs, I see them take a longer process to get these members, but they go through everything to let these guys know everything that comes with joining our club. And every club, is built different and kind of tailored for a certain type of rider.
Mm-hmm.
I see that, and I see like the success with some of these clubs, man. I take a club like Next Level, and I rock with them guys. You join their club, you might wait damn near a year, man, to get a whole patch, but they're gonna make sure that damn near everybody in that organization. You're not just in the chapter, and then next time you got an annual party, you got this new dude that's coming around, a whole gang of strangers from other chapters. Right. I watch them. They make their members go to all of the different chapters.
Yep. That same thing we did
different times. And I see other clubs that don't do that. They don't do that.
that's the same thing we did. And another thing that we did was you were required to call the president of every chapter, the VP of every chapter, the sergeant at arms of every chapter that we had, so that if you were traveling, at least those 3 people had talked to you and met you. Like I said, we had a prospects board where the prospects all talked, so you knew all the prospects on your line across the whole country. And then we required the prospects to call all the OGs. You had to call every OG, including the founder, so that the father of the Black Sabbath Nation had heard from every single solitary new person that was coming into the club. He got to talk to him, quiz him. They got to call him up and ask him questions. And you had every OG's phone number. You could just call an OG just out of the blue. Hey, Sugar Man, this is such and such, prospect 42 out of Houston, blah, blah, blah. And that, just creating a downline of information that they could flow from. It was, it was that way. And then there were riding requirements, and you had to do 1,000 miles to and there was also requirements for public service. All this kind of stuff was there.
No, that's right, OB Joe. I think that works. He say that, that's what they do, phone calls at least once a week for all their members. And I think that helps build the club closer, man, because you're actually getting to know these people. You're getting to know these people. I've seen so many other clubs, man, that you have a Detroit chapter. They got a new probie within a certain amount of time. They got a full patch. 6 months go by before they go out of town to another chapter's anniversary party. No one knows who this guy is.
Yeah.
They're like, man, who is that dude?
We showed up with our colors, right?
Right. And people are wondering, right, who is this guy? So and so and so. But when you build that and develop that bond, and you're teaching this dude, and you seeing that, I think that's a cool way. And some of that shit, man, I see that happening with a lot of the new school bikers. And the old school bikers don't like that shit. They think it's dumb. Fuck we doing all that for?
So Major Hog League is laughing at, that's it, only 1,000 miles, man. I do that for lunch. But here's the thing. For us, we have these run patches, 1,000 mile, 2,000 mile, 3,000 mile, 5,000 mile patch. All of our patches are one-way patches. So it's not 500 miles there and 500 miles back. It's 1,000 miles one way to get the 1,000-mile patch. But our prospects are required to do state line runs, 1,000-mile runs. They compete for the 1K in a day patches and all those kind of things. So we had requirements that you were going to have miles down on your motorcycle before you were able to cross. So we were cross country riding clubs, so you were going to have miles down on the motorcycle. But because every February there was a requirement to ride to the mother chapter. And you had to do that at some point in your career to get the respect of the club. So yeah, them folks rode their ass off, man. That's what we required.
No, that's cool.
SSW say that's how you build respect.
Damn, man. You be having people that be really watching this shit, man. I ain't got the time, man. My one guy, he just sent me something, man, and damn. This is right up my alley. But I won't even freaking be here, man. I want to be gone. This is, hold on, let me see if I can get the zoom to zoom in.
Come celebrate the opening of the first Hells Angels clubhouse in the Mitten, Michigan Nomads. Where's the Mitten?
That's Michigan. We're designed like a mitten, man. This is what Michigan look like. a mitten.
All the fingers together.
Yeah, all the fingers together. This is Detroit, somewhere around here, and you got the UP up here.
Michigan Mitten. When are they having their party?
On the 28th.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it does look like a mitten now that
that's why they call it the dirty glove. Come on now.
I've never heard of the dirty glove.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Type in dirty glove. You're
I
gonna see a
am.
picture with the state and probably a gun.
What is the dirty glove? Dirty glove. When a man's fist. Oh my Lord.
No, not that dirty, not that glove. Go to images. Let's see if something pops up on images.
No, I'm afraid to go to images. I don't know if you remember when the internet first come out. If you could type car and all you would get is X-rated stuff. But let me see. They don't do that anymore. What is the dirty glove, Michigan? Let's do it that way. Why is Michigan called the glove? I know that, but there's no dirty glove. Oh, dirty glove entertainment. This must be somebody from Michigan.
Yeah, that's a hip hop thing, man. Go to the images, man. You're gonna see the Michigan. You're gonna see the Michigan thing, man. Go to the
let me go to images. I hope we don't get trouble here.
Dirty glove. That's
dirty glove
Michigan.
right here. Oh, here we go. Look at that. The dirty glove.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look, this guy's got it on him.
Yeah, that's when you hear the word dirty glove, dirty mitten, they talking about Michigan, man.
Some poor guy's missing from the dirty glove. It seems. Oh man, I like this. Okay. Now we know what the dirty glove is. I mean, if you're not from Michigan, you're not gonna know what the damn dirty glove is. It sounds like something you don't want to put your hand. Oh yeah, that was called the stinky fingers, is what that other thing was about. Anyway. We now know what the dirty glove is. So when is that party, man? We want to go to the Hells Angels opening in
It's the 28th, man. My guy's texting me, man. I'm sitting here like, holy shit, man. God damn. Why y'all ain't tell me, man? These motherfuckers was in my city. And I didn't even know it.
We're gonna go to the dirty glove, man. That's
Damn.
what we're gonna do.
Shoot, they out here at another one of the clubs in the city, man.
We're going. Oh, dang! We almost forgot to talk about the upcoming PROC, the PROC.
Man, we gonna have to talk about it another day because I gotta go get in the truck. I got it idle, man.
We got to tell everybody that the PROC is coming.
The PROC is coming in about 2.5 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
When is it? It's coming
January 9th through the 12th. January 9th through the 12th.
Oh, yeah. The 9th through the 12th. I'll be there on the 10th. I will be there on the 10th.
Friday. You'll be there Friday.
Yeah, I'll be there Friday.
So the PROC will be there. I'll be speaking at the PROC. Are you speaking at the PROC?
You coming to the PROC? He say he there. You come to the PROC. Oh, my God.
She-Rider's coming to the PROC.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I'm at the PROC in Atlanta. Okay, so
I'm there.
So the professional convention, for motorcycles clubs, it's going to have, oh my God, 300 or 400 clubs will be there. There'll be thousands of people there. There'll be this is an education thing. You come here and you get educated. They got classes. It's a convention.
Yeah.
They've got all kinds of classes, promote and engage exclusive in educational, charitable, social activities directed at the general understanding of competency, sportsmanship, and participation in the sport of motorcycling and the community to which it belongs. This is their mission statement, rejuvenating the community with up-to-date knowledge of laws and safety regulations, offering a dynamic opportunity for community members to network and learn how to foster working relationships with others while projecting a positive image of the motorcycle community, committed to providing an educational experience of knowledge to assist motorcycle community enthusiasts with building a solid and successful organization in their motorcycle clubs. So the MC, the Motorcycle Club Professional Convention, aka the PROC, is the original educational networking convention established in 2004, 20 years ago.
20 years, man. And I went last year. It was my first year, man. And I was one of those guys that was thinking this stuff was stupid, dumb. Like, who goes to some event to be a biker and all of this other stuff. That's not what I do. When I first heard about it years ago, and I laughed at the people that went, oh man, these social club people going over here, man, we don't do this stuff, man. I'm a hardcore biker. Forget all that stuff, man. Forget all them people that go to that stuff. It's dumb. I went years later, and I'm like, holy crap, I missed out all these years, man. Wonderful people. But again, it kind of with growth, man, because I wasn't trying to be a friendly biker at the time. It was about hustling money.
Yeah. Yeah. But you went there and you were received. Everybody knew you and everything. That's when I got to meet you.
Yeah. It was a hell of a thing, man. I definitely
spawned from a small gathering of 100 or so bikers in a bar in Philadelphia for a one-day event to a 3-day weekend offering substantial information that has made it the cornerstone of the networking motorcycle club world as we know it, encompassing everything from the inception of a club, like how to start a club, to the correct way to dissolve a club, safety clinics, club officer breakout sessions, and guest speakers like myself, as well as nights of partying to unwind from the vigorous schedule.
They throw a hell of a party
of the daytime activities.
They throw a hell of a party. And the good thing about it is that if you stay at the host hotel, which is sold out, you don't even have to freaking leave a hotel
to do anything. Yeah.
Everything you can do is there. You don't have to leave. But seeing that it's in Atlanta, it's you probably gonna move around the city because the weather, if you're from the north, is gonna be way better down in the south than it is here.
It's been around over a decade. It's been around for 20 years. The PROC has attracted an average of about 4,000 bikers from all over the country to a major city each second weekend in January, with the likes of Atlanta, Tampa, New Orleans. Oh man, New Orleans was so freaking dope, man. I had so much time. But anyway, we're going to be at the PROC. We're going to talk more about it tomorrow and that sort of thing. Me and Lavish have been on here way too long now.
Yeah, because I got to get to work. Anthony Banks, are you doing a polar ride? If I would, I don't have a problem doing it. I don't have a problem riding in the cold. I just got to be aware of where I'm going as long as there's not no ice out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, I've ridden in the cold, no problems for funerals and below freezing temperatures just because it was a funeral for the respect. I did that. I just dressed for the weather. I don't have a problem doing it.
Yeah, so we'll be at the PROC and what we'll be doing is it's going to be myself and Lavish.
You had to play music to say that?
We're going to be guiding people to a new horizon. We're going to be making it such that people have a better understanding of the motorcycle club world with Lavish and myself. Doing the things that we do. We've got your back. We're unbeatable. Unbeatable. We are.
This guy.
A storm coming. Storm is coming. Lavish T. Williams and myself will be taking it to the next
man has taken it.
Storm is coming. A storm is coming.
Black Dragon, I'm out of here, man. I got to get some work done.
Are you gonna leave on our new?
I gotta get some work done, man. I gotta go pick a car up, man.
I'm practicing my new buttons. You can just mess up my new buttons, man.
I gotta get to a call, man. Hey, I will catch you tomorrow.
Take care, my young man.
All right, now, man.
All right, man. Bye. Oh my goodness. I've been planning that. Man. It came out at the right time. Yeah, I got all these new buttons. Hey, listen, I'm Black Dragon. I wanted to remind you guys, thank you so much for the last year, oh my God, we've been at this since 2016. I want you guys not to forget Mike Ball over at Insane Wheels on YouTube. And he's also Ball Valve TV on Instagram, which he calls the human resume. Instagram, the human resume. You can only get a hold of Mike Ball on Instagram. So don't try to get a hold of him anywhere else. Lavish T. Williams, I want to thank him so much. He can be found at Lavish T. Williams on all the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can also, if you need to send him an email, it's info@lavishtwilliams.com. And remember, Mike Ball is Ball Valve TV over on Instagram if you need to send him something. Me, Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com is my email address. And listen, man, just like, subscribe, and support if you can. Please consider channel memberships. That helps the channel. You can also support me at $BikerPrez on Cashapp. Here, our special super chat button, and make sure to hit that and help us out with that. Lavish T. Williams is Lavish T. Williams, $Lavish T. Williams on his Cashapp. And man, we really do appreciate everything you guys do. We appreciate having you on here. And please consider going over to my website, blackdragonsgear.com, and ordering the Motorcycle Club Protocol book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, by your boy Black Dragon. We're up out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Make your New Year's resolutions, and we'll help you try to keep them. And I appreciate and love you guys all. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. I'm really happy to see all of my young proteges, people that have worked with me. I'm happy to see them blossoming and growing. You got Biker News Canada. You got so many great shows, man, that are coming out, man. These people are doing good things. Hey, Glare 1%er, I see you and love you, man. I had a great Christmas, and I hope you guys have a great Christmas. And, don't fight those family members and shoot them in the airport. Just let them go. Let it go, people. Christmas is a great time, and not everybody, and Hanukkah and all those other things that are going on, Kwanzaa and whatever it is that you celebrate. Hey, there are people that aren't going to get to celebrate holidays. There are people waking up in hospitals, people waking up dead. There's countries that are having wars and people blowing up, and dead bodies cannot be recovered, and cats are eating off of them. All kinds of craziness. And we have not that going on here in this country. So we're doing well, and we have a lot to be thankful for. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. Get skinny and get the books. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to be on Straight Jacket's show Wednesday. I don't know if I'm telling my whole life story. Is that what I'm doing? I'll be on a show Wednesday, and I will have more information about that for you guys tomorrow. But I have been invited on Straight Jacket's show, and I will be coming there. I forgot to say that, so I'm going to tell you guys that now.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
That is definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when most percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The Biker Boys, the Biker Boys. It's in the house, so most definitely blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at his best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.